away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up with your friends.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Palmer's Cardinals. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The return man is Mario Alford, and he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got room. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Now a play fake here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Spiller, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Spiller, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action now. Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Have you talked with your friends who are in the fantasy leagues? I keep hearing David Johnson's name is coming up in a big way.
Boy, he was a steal, 3rd rounder out of Northern Iowa. And I think last year started as a 4th string back, didn't he?
He certainly did, but boy, he produces the year 1 honor. Remember, can run it, he can catch it. He was a wide receiver in Northern Iowa before he became a running back, and also has great kick return ability. Ran 1 back for a touchdown in 2015.
Here's Palmer. He'll buy some time right. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Troy Nicholas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Calais Campbell on the stop. Our chance to show you the offense here, Tyler Lockett. Charles, your thoughts?
Loved him coming out of Kansas State. The 3rd Lockett that played there after his father and his uncle. An absolute true threat every time he touches the ball to take it to the house.
He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. First and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come up in an offset eye. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Get ready. On second down, Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On third down, Palmer. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And left side here, it's Graham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from the desert after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A gain of 35 that time. And it's good enough for an Arizona first. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here it goes. Blue, 95. Blue.
Now Palmer on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Wide, 18. Wide, 18.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. Caught by Nelson left side. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Palmer eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out.
David Johnson on his way. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they tie it on the last play of the second quarter. Now the PAT will give them the lead.
Yeah, and how about that extra little jolt that they'll feel when the ball goes through the post? Carry that to the locker room with them and feel like, okay, we've got something good going here now, guys.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
1 receiver right, that's Brown. They go play action here on first down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
second down following the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, now. Seam. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19.
They'll come out in the pistol. Johnson on the counter. They find some open field here. Cuts back. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script from that?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They go play action with Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll come out in the pistol. This is Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said,
John Brown, touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. In the slot on the right is Graham. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Wilson will throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
To throw is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, You're really holding your breath as a defensive guy because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against it.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Complete. Richardson has it. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover. And
this is intercept. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Red zone opportunity. One receiver left, 2 to the right. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. On the carry, Michael. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. Here's the sneak with Wilson. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And that one was rough. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Palmer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1. Remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Now it's Palmer, and he fires one, but incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for, and it's 4th and 3.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for him. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
but it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Play action. It's Wilson. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt